What is up, guys? It's your boy Xander coming again with another great video. Today, my brothers and sisters, we are reacting to top 10 bit. Bro, do you hear that car passing by? Oh my god. We are reacting to top 10 best new anime of the spring 2026. This video is by my boy Anime Scan, small content creator right here. Make sure to shout him out, guys. Make sure to go on his channel and tell him your boy sent ya. I'm not even gonna waste time without any further ado. And disclaimer to anyone new, my name is Xander Frost. I make anime content and horror gameplays because rent is due. So feel free to make sure you stick to the channel, like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's jump right in. Bro, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I have not watched any anime this spring. So I have not watched any anime this spring, not gonna lie. All right, let's jump right in.
Spring 2026 has been absolutely stacked. With so much
Yes,
dropping
sir.
at once, it's easy to miss the shows that actually matter. So I went through everything. The hype picks, the hidden gems, the ones
that's the guy who looks like Gojo, right?
matter. So
Right?
I went through
You guys saw
everything.
that? I saw this guy, right? He looks like Gojo. I saw this guy trending all over my feed, bro.
The hidden gems, the
It's
ones
crazy.
critics are quietly losing their minds over, and put together the ones you cannot afford to skip. Psychological thrillers,
Chess.
post-apocalyptic
You guys
war
see chess?
epics, a legendary mangaka making her return.
Ooh,
Let's not
I
waste
watched
any
that one. I did see that one. I saw the first episode of the one he just killed.
more time. On number 10, Marriage Toxin. Okay,
Marriage Toxin. Who? Megumi?
so hear me out. What if the most dangerous weapon in an
Marriage
assassin's
toxin.
arsenal was a wedding ring? That's literally the energy Marriage Toxin is walking in with. Our guy Garo is a professional killer, cold, calculated, never misses. But his organization drops the most unhinged assignment on him. Find
Where to watch Crunchyroll, or you can just pirate it, you know. Shout out to my old pirates, guys. Shout out to all people of the sea. Where to watch Crunchyroll, or you can always be a sailor of the sea, a pirate of the sea, king of the pirates. So shout out to all my pirates out there. Let's go.
wife or his little sister gets forced into an arranged marriage. So now this man, who has spent his entire life mastering the art of death, has to master the art of dating. And it goes
Dating.
exactly as badly as you'd think. Every girl he approaches becomes a mission. Every conversation becomes a tactical operation.
Hold on, no. What did he say? He has to find a girl, or a sister has to get weighted off.
Marriage Toxin is walking in with. Our guy Garo is a professional killer, cold, calculated, never misses. But his organization drops the most unhinged assignment on him. Find a wife or his little sister gets forced into an arranged marriage. So
That
now
is
this
crazy.
man, who has spent his entire life
That is
mastering the art
genuinely
of death,
crazy.
has to master the art of dating. And it goes exactly as badly as you'd think. Every girl he approaches becomes a mission. Every conversation becomes a tactical operation. The man treats romance like a hostage situation, and honestly, it is hilarious. But what keeps this from being just a gag show is that
Okay.
there's genuine warmth underneath all the chaos.
All
Garo
right.
actually cares about his sister, about the people around him, and slowly that starts to matter. If you want something that hits
Okay.
hard on action and then immediately makes you laugh out loud, this is your anime. Don't sleep on it.
Okay.
Number
Okay. Thoughts on a Marriage Toxin? I feel like that's a good anime, low key. I feel like it's got a solid plot. Serial killer, assassin. Okay, not a bad shout out. Next anime, Kill Blue.
Kill Blue. Imagine being the most feared assassin alive. Perfect
Okay.
record. Never
12
failed a single
episodes.
hit. And then, one mission goes sideways. A genetically modified wasp stings him, and he wakes up in the body of a 13-year-old kid. I'm not kidding. That is the actual plot. His mind stays the same though. The instincts, the experience, the cold, calculating killer brain.
Doesn't this guy look like... What's that? Hold on, guys. What's that anime? Wind something. Windbreaker. Yeah, Windbreaker. Bro, I promise, guys. Just hold on for a sec. You see, I know there's a guy who looks Windbreaker, right? Who are these? Yeah, that is, that is him. That is, that is him. What? So reincarnated into Windbreaker, bruh. They are just Ryu. That is him. Except for the eyes. That is guys, am I tripping? Oh my god. Alright, let's just continue with the anime. Alright, but am I tripping? Where to watch? Netflix. Okay. Okay, bro. Not that it's bad. You know, you can always watch on Netflix. Shout out to Netflix. But you see what I mean? This is literally the same guy. Anyways, let's continue, guys.
Brain, all still there, trapped inside a middle schooler, and his boss has the audacity to give him a new order: go undercover at a middle school. What follows is this insane mix of deadly serious assassin action and absolutely chaotic school life comedy. One second he's neutralizing a threat like a professional, next second he's fumbling through lunch with 12-year-olds. The contrast alone carries the whole. One second, he's neutralizing a threat like a professional. Next second, he's fumbling through lunch with 12-year-olds. The contrast alone carries the whole show. From the creator of Kuroko's Basketball, so you know the character writing is going to hit. If you want action, comedy, and a premise you've genuinely never seen before, Kill Blue might just be the most fun you have this season. On number 8, The Barbarian.
I feel like Kill Blue is... I don't know. It sounds good. It sounds good. I might watch it, but definitely not in front of my cousins or anybody. By the way, am I the only one who's, you know, like somebody just walks in at the worst time when I'm watching anime? But overall, I feel like it's good. The Barbarian's Bride.
Bride. Let me set the scene before you judge the title. Serafina is the strongest female knight in the West. She spent her entire life proving herself in a world that constantly told her women don't belong on a battlefield. She fights anyway, she wins anyway, and then she gets captured. In any other story, you know what happens next. Torture, humiliation, the worst. She knows it too. She literally asks them to just kill her instead. But the Barbarian King proposes marriage. Viorg isn't some brute. He's composed, intentional, genuinely trying to win her over. So now, Serafina's entire
I see what kind of... I see what you're playing.
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it, I feel it. He's cooking.
I can see what you're doing. I can see it. Look at him. He knows. This guy knows game.
King proposes marriage. Viorg isn't some brute. He's composed, intentional,
Are you sure?
genuinely trying to win her over. So now, Serafina's entire worldview is being dismantled episode by episode. Everything she believed about these people is slowly falling apart. Underneath the romance, there's a real story about two rulers carrying the weight of a war neither of them started. That layer is what separates this from every other enemies to lovers setup. If dark fantasy with actual emotional depth is your thing, this one will catch you completely off guard. Number 7.
Okay. I feel like it's not a bad anime. The Barbarian's Bride. Okay. I mean, it's not bad, right? Let's just be real. It's not bad. I feel like it has great room for the I'm literally giving you zero ball knowledge about this anime. Let's just move on. But it sounds good.
Catch you completely off guard. Number 7, Mao. If you grew up watching Inuyasha, let me stop you right there, because this one is going to hit different. Mao is the latest
26 episode mystery. No, I didn't watch Inuyasha, so okay, I don't know. Let's check it out.
Work from Rumiko Takahashi, the same woman who gave us Inuyasha, Ranma 1/2, and Urusei Yatsura. The woman is a legend. And with Mao, she's doing what she does best, throwing a modern-day girl into a completely different era and building something genuinely haunting around her. Nanoka is a middle schooler who technically died at age 8. Somehow, she didn't. And one day, walking past an abandoned shopping arcade, she gets pulled straight into Taisho-era Japan. There she meets Mao, a cursed exorcist who has been alive for 900 years, hunting a cat demon that's been destroying lives for just as long. Here's what gets me though. These two aren't just paired up by coincidence. The same curse connects them. Their pasts are tangled in ways neither of them fully understands yet. And slowly, episode by episode, those answers start coming. If Inuyasha shaped your childhood, Mao might just do the same for your 2026.
Okay, no bad. No bad. I thought it would be those types of, fairy animes. I'm not gonna lie, but okay. It sounds good. It sounds good.
Number 6. Akane Banashi. I want you to think about something for a second. Imagine your father spent his entire life chasing one dream. Years of practice, sacrifice, everything he had. And then on the single most important day of his career, someone crushes it. Not fairly, just crushes it. That's where Akane Banashi begins. Akane watched her father get destroyed on the...
What? As in crush it? As in beat him at his own game? What?
Most important day of his career, someone crushes it. Not fairly, just crushes it. That's where Akane Banashi begins. Akane watched her father get destroyed.
Not fairly. He did say not fairly, right? Not fairly, but crushes it. What's the... My brother, what is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? That is the biggest piece of...
That's where Akane Banashi begins. Akane watched her father get destroyed on the day that should have been his greatest moment. And instead of walking away, she decided she's going to climb to the very top of Rakugo herself and make the man responsible eat every single word. Now, I know what you're thinking. Rakugo? That old Japanese storytelling art? Hear me out. The manga is one of the best things running in Weekly Shonen Jump right now, and it works exactly like a battle shonen. The stages are the battlegrounds, the performances are the fights, the rivals are vicious, and Akane herself is the kind of protagonist you just cannot stop rooting for. A girl, a male-dominated world, and a revenge story with real heart behind it. This one earns its place on this list. Number 5.
I feel like I'ma be hitting the absolute cinema every time. I feel like these are very good animes. I'm not even going to hate, to be honest. Liar Game. Alright, let's check out the game.
You know what's actually wild? The creator of Squid Game literally cited this manga as one of his inspirations. And for 20 years, Liar Game just sat there. No anime, no English translation. Just a cult following keeping it alive through sheer passion. That wait is finally over. Here's the setup. Nao Kanzaki is one of the most honest people you'll ever meet. She trusts everyone, assumes the best in people. And
yo, shout out to the fans of this anime, Akane Banashi. Yo, shout out to this, cause it is hard with how much animes there are. Staying true to one anime, supporting it until it finally gets another anime adaptation. Like, let's just be real, guys. That is, I'm sure they jumping for joy right now. Shout out to you guys, bro.
Then one day she receives a suitcase with 100 million yen and a letter telling her she's been entered into the Liar Game tournament, where lying, manipulation, and betrayal are the only tools that matter. She is completely out of her depth, so she finds Akiyama, a genius former con artist, and together they try to survive a game designed to destroy people exactly like her. What makes this special is the dynamic. Pure honesty versus pure strategy, and somehow, her naivety becomes a weapon nobody sees coming. Madhouse is handling this. 24 episodes, no breaks. They are not playing around. On number 4, Demons of the...
Alright. It's not bad. I feel like I might check it out in my free time. You know? It's one of those things you barely even, like, let me just watch it in the meantime. Can't wait.
No breaks. They are not playing around. On number 4, Demons of the Shadow.
Demons of the Shadow Realm. This is the anime that I did watch the first episode simply because I was bored.
Shadow Realm. Let me just say the name first. Hiromu Arakawa, the woman who created Full Metal Alchemist, one of the greatest manga ever written, and this is her first new anime since Brotherhood. That alone should make you stop scrolling. Yuru grows up in an ancient, isolated village, completely cut off from the modern world. He thinks airplane contrails are dragon gas. That's how disconnected this place is. He has a twin sister named Asa, separated from him since childhood, and then one day, armed forces stormed the village looking specifically for him. Everything he knew gets destroyed in a single episode, two twins specifically for him. And then one day, armed forces stormed the village looking specifically for him. Everything he knew gets destroyed in a single episode. Two twins, prophesied to control all demons, have to find each other and stop the world from falling apart. The power system is layered and strategic, exactly like alchemy was in FMA. No random power-ups. Every fight means something. Bones Film is animating this, the same team behind Brotherhood. If that doesn't make you want to watch it immediately, I don't know what will. Number 3, Release That Witch.
It is a good anime. I did watch the first episode, and Demon of the Shadow Realm deserves all the things it gets, to be honest.
You want to watch it immediately, I don't know what will. Number 3, Release That Witch. I want you to think about the most overused isekai setup.
Release That Witch. Isn't this the... I feel... Isn't this the anime that got... I don't know, should I search it? I feel like this is the anime that got cancelled at episode 8, right? Demon of the Shadow Realm. Yeah, I feel like... Exactly, Release That Witch got cancelled after episode 8. I was enjoying it up until then. Yeah, it did get cancelled. Yeah, it did get cancelled. Yeah, Release That Witch did get cancelled at episode 8. I knew somebody that was watching this and was absolutely... I don't know, he was pissed. That's all I'm gonna say. But it is a very good anime. Release That Witch. I've heard that is.
I want you to think about the most overused isekai setup. Guy dies, gets transported to another world, gets overpowered abilities, destroys everything. You've seen it 100 times. Release That Witch does something completely different. Chang Yen is a mechanical engineer who wakes up as Roland Wimbledon, the fourth prince of a medieval kingdom. No magic system, no cheat skill, just his knowledge of physics, chemistry, and engineering. Instead of conquering the world with brute force, he starts an industrial revolution. He saves a witch from execution, then another. Instead of fearing their powers, he studies them and realizes magic can fuel steam engines, build weapons, reshape an entire civilization. Yes, this is a Chinese donghua, but if Lord of Mysteries showed you what Chinese animation can do, Release That Witch continues that conversation. Mature story, intelligent protagonist, layered world. Don't sleep on this one because of where it came from. Number 2.
All right, Release That Witch. I feel like the premises of where it already stands is a good anime, so adds a very different isekai mix to the isekai thing, where overpowered dies, goes to an overpowered place, and so on. But I feel like it's good.
Number 2. Witch Hat Atelier. Here's something that hit me. Coco has dreamed of magic her entire life, but she grew up believing what everyone around her believed, that magic is something you're born with. If you don't have it in your blood, you simply don't get it. And then one day she discovers that's a lie. Anyone can use magic. It just requires the right knowledge and tools. That secret has been deliberately hidden from ordinary people for centuries. And the moment Coco finds out, everything falls apart. A spell goes wrong. Her mother gets turned to stone. And suddenly this girl who just wanted to be a witch is carrying a burden she never asked for. She becomes an apprentice under Kifri, a mysterious witch with his own secrets.
This is the Gojo JoJo guy, right? Bro, I have seen so many similarities.
She
with
becomes
that
an
guy.
apprentice under Kifri, a mysterious witch with his own secrets, learning magic while trying to undo what she accidentally did. The manga has won the Harvey Award and the Eisner Award. Critics are already calling this one of the best anime of 2026. This is not just a good show, it's the kind of anime that reminds you why you fell in love with this medium. On number 1, Nippon Sangoku.
By the way, guys, before we jump to Nippon Sangoku, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more cool anime content and horror gameplays. Let's jump right into the last one.
Why you fell in love with this medium. On number 1, Nippon Sangoku.
Okay, let's
I
see
saved
the
this
top
one
peak.
for last because nothing else this season comes close for me.
Political.
Near future Japan, nuclear war, pandemics, natural disasters. The country didn't just collapse, it regressed. Technology fell back to the Meiji era. The population was decimated. And what remained split into 3 warring nations locked in a brutal fight for dominance. At the center of all of it is Aoteru, not a warrior, not a king. Just a sharp, rational officer who sees what nobody else is willing to see. That this war has no winner, that the only way forward is unification. And he decides to make that happen. The story draws from the legendary Three Kingdoms period of history and drops it into a post-apocalyptic future. Political intrigue, war strategy, dark humor, real human stakes, all wrapped in animation that looks like nothing else airing right now. This is the kind of anime that only comes around once in a while, the kind that stays with you. My number 1 of spring 2026, no competition. And that's it.
No
if you found something
competition.
new to watch.
Wow. I feel like it's good. I feel like it's honestly good, right?
Anime that only comes around once in a while, the kind that stays with you. My number 1 of spring 2026, no competition. And
I feel like it's good. The last one is good. Though, looking at the other picks of this spring, to be honest, oh, it's a tough pick. I feel like you can go with, my final thoughts are that I feel like you can go with any of the animes in this video, in my boys video, and you wouldn't go wrong with any of the picks. So much good animes this spring of 2026, and I can't wait. Make sure to let me know your thoughts down below, and as always, guys, stay blessed. I love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.